So, welcome to the third of our little chats, and I'm really excited to introduce my good friend Juliette Roos, who's a stunning violinist. She came to the festival last year where we played some trios, quartets, and quintets. We've been playing for nearly 10 years on and off since we met at Menuhin School, and also overlapped at Guildhall for a couple of years, and now every now and again we play together in a freelance situation. And she was going to be coming to the festival this year, where sadly we've had to postpone. So you went to study in Lausanne or Lucerne? I can never remember.
Lausanne.
Lausanne.
Well, technically it was Conservatoire, the Spring Division, which is in Sion, which is the capital of the mountain district in Switzerland. This time right now kind of reminds me of that time
Yeah.
because all you could do was practice and work really hard and have time to drink coffee and think about life. That's kind of how things are going right now.
Yeah.
Just for myself, I kind of use this for more of a introspective time, which has been really wonderful in lots of
You're
ways.
super productive these days, I'm sure. Well, Phil tells me you've been productive.
Well, I don't know. It goes through phases. I feel at the beginning of quarantine, I was like, this is amazing. I finally can do,
You got the
you
lifestyle
know,
you wanted.
exactly. I can finally have the time to do my Bach every day and even the Paganini every day. I found in the first month, I had this wonderful attitude of just experimenting with my practice. But then came the slump like everybody has gone through, where you're gone from having such wonderful time to really thinking, wait a second,
Why?
what is this like? But then it's coming back. It's always a up and down battle, but you started to realize that that's okay as well.
Just trying to find some sort of rhythm that allows for a bigger time frame, I find quite interesting. Do you see it as a useful thing to try and dampen that guilt of being lazy, or do you see the positive side of being lazy?
Oh, for sure. I think it's more realizing what system works for you. To some degree, we all need our lazy days. Just not overthink the ways of the world, or even just the ways of our playing, or where the music industry is going. I realized that for myself, I work best, whether it's for being healthy, whether it's for practice, doing it quite intensively for 5, 6 days at a time, and then just having a day where nothing happens. I eat as much as I like,
Just
there's
having that like
rest to it.
cleanse day sort of thing. Well, the opposite of cleanse, but it's cleansing.
Exactly. In normal life, you can have those days and then you just go back to normal. But here, it's learning to not succumb to those days and not letting them overtake.
It could be a slippery slope.
It always echoes in me this quote. Oh, I don't want to be the person who quotes someone, but I'm just going to because it's such a wonderful quote. But it's from one of those masterclasses that Joyce DiDonato did.
Mm.
And she says this amazing thing to the singer where she says, don't recreate what's already happened. What's happened is gone. You can't recreate it.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like in playing, in life, in the rhythm of a schedule, that is something that's really helped me figure out what works
Yeah.
for myself. Because it's so easy to just tell yourself, okay, yeah, like you said, this works and that's going to work every single day. But
Mm.
once it's happened, you can't recreate anything. It becomes fake once you recreate it.
I think the hardest thing is because you don't need flexibility at the moment. Obviously, everything around us is going to change, and the future is going to change hugely, and we need to be very flexible for that. But to fight that part of us that is okay with being a bit stagnant because our environment isn't changing.
I feel like it's sort of revealed all of my weaknesses to myself in a very real way
Right.
because you have yourself to deal with a lot more than you normally do.
There's nowhere to go that you can't escape from yourself.
Having to deal with all your demons when it comes to being hard on yourself, I think
Have
that
you
is.
noticed that you try and distract yourself from those little sides of you that you don't want to perhaps face?
I mean, in one word, that would be Netflix right there. It's such a different kind of nerves
Yeah.
playing on a camera and recording to yourself to on the
Mm.
stage. Trying to create that adrenaline within yourself, also to like make it sound as live as possible in terms of freedom that you can create when an audience is there.
When you step on stage, you know that you're going to go from beginning to end, and you're going to walk off stage, and it's like no matter what happens, it happens. You don't get that second chance.
Exactly. Which was always something when we have to record for competitions and auditions and all of that. But I just always struggled with it so much if it wasn't a live concert. And I feel now, after this time, that's going to get a lot easier because it just built such a habit of feeling that comfort in that situation.
Well, it's just almost like not noticing that the camera's there, isn't it? Really. So you feel like you can just play freely and not constantly have that little tick at the back of your head that's like, oh, you know, you're being filmed. Like, don't cock it up. You know.
That note destroyed everything right
Yeah,
there.
no,
I
exactly.
feel like this time has given us a chance to sort of reflect on what's important. The world's gone through so much hardship, just realizing where the priorities lie.
And
Exactly.
reconnecting your own relationship with your own reason for doing it, I think is going to, I think, strengthen people's attitude.
Make music purely for the love of it and for the giving aspect of it. And
So thanks so much for joining. This has been really great, and I really hope we can catch up again soon when lockdown is eased.
yeah, we can play together sometime soon. That'd be lovely.
All right. See you soon.